Yesterday, I attended what's called a leadership webinar, and it was connected with one of the spaces that I currently create an online income stream. And based on performance levels, how my business has been growing, I've been brought into this circle of leadership, and it's with this particular space. There's close to 3,000 members, and this is kind of opened up for the top 1% of affiliate marketers in this space. So I'm very humbled. It's a very new thing to me. I just recently was brought into that space, and you get additional coaching and mentoring, and you get to hang out with people that are performing at a really high level. And that's I'm this is my 12th month marketing online, so this is still pretty new to me. I still feel like I'm paying my dues. I still feel there's a lot more growth I want to do, but to be in that kind of space in my first year is quite extraordinary. Actually, it's quite humbling. And the reason I bring this up is because typically on my videos that I make to you, I typically try and make the topic related to one of three things. Either lifestyle, which I talk about the lifestyle that being an online marketer that can bring you over time when you learn what you need to. So either I talk about the lifestyle change it can bring you. I try and make it motivational. And a lot of it is connected with mindset. That is something that I've been learning a lot about in this space, and I continue to learn just how important our mindset is when it comes to anything in life. But I've really been learning a lot more of that of late as an online marketer, because it's just inevitable. You're going to have times where you have setbacks. I was listening to a podcast this morning where they were talking about overcoming failures, and I can certainly relate to it. For me, failure is a strong word. I generally prefer to call them setbacks. And setbacks are inevitable. No matter where you're at in life, I experience setbacks to this day. Even though I built my business up to be running very well, it's not all plain sailing. I still have setbacks. And what blew my mind yesterday, I was in this space with, I think, 8 others that were performing at a very high level and have been doing this in most cases for longer than I was. And what was really notable for me was their capability to deal with setbacks. It wasn't like they didn't have them, they did. But it's something I saw in common with every single person that was on that call yesterday, their determination to push through the setback, to find a solution, and to break through, basically. And so funnily enough, I came off the call feeling inspired, feeling motivated, that they were doing, they carved out a path similar to the one that I'm on. And here's where what I'm sharing you can hopefully resonate with, because you're going to have setbacks in your life. Perhaps you've been learning for a while about online marketing, you've been wanting to do something about it, but you may have setbacks, things that are setting you back from committing to that. And maybe by hearing that we all have them, but it's going to determine what will determine, not just in the online space, but in generally in anything. So if we accept that the setbacks are going to come, how we respond to those setbacks is going to determine everything. Do we go into a tailspin for a week and get down on ourselves and feel bad about ourselves, possibly even depressed? Do we lower our self-esteem? Do we feel like a failure? I mean, all these negative thoughts that can happen, resulting from whatever the setback was. Or do we take it as an opportunity to learn and grow And in understanding that whatever the setback was, it actually means it's bringing us closer to where we want to get to. Because if you didn't have any setbacks, whatever goal you have, if you had zero setbacks to get to that goal, life doesn't work like that. It's not that easy. If it was that easy, everyone would be a successful online marketer, and not everybody is. That's the reality of it. So for me, by changing the narrative, possibly understanding that those setbacks happen, and it happens to every single person out there, but what determines those that get to a certain point in their life of having a certain type of lifestyle and those that perhaps don't, in my humble opinion, it's how we, myself included, how we all deal with those setbacks and the amount of time it takes us to get over them. And I really feel, depending on your mindset, something could bring you down for a week or a month, or something could bring you down for a few hours, and you say, okay, I feel crap about that. I'm going to deal with it, and I'm going to move on from it. I am not going to let this mess up my day, mess up my week, mess up my month. And please don't think I'll be very casual about this. You know, I'm in touch with dozens and dozens and dozens of people every day, between responding back to emails, WhatsApps, coaching calls with members, webinars that I do, my coaching academy that I run. I know just how challenging life is out there. I see it, I feel it. I know I have a beautiful backdrop here, but it's not like we don't have our own challenges down here. We do. So I don't mean to talk lightly of having setbacks, because they can absolutely stop us in our tracks. They can hold us back. But how long are we going to allow a setback to take over our day? And how long are we going to allow it to hold us back? So I'm hoping, as always, that you find some value in this. I would love to hear your thoughts. I hope I articulated this reasonably well, that it's resonating with you. But as always, do reach out. I actually enjoy replying back to comments, and thank you all so much for some of the many comments I receive from these YouTube shares. So please do keep those coming. If you are watching this on YouTube and have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, please, I'd love if you could just click below to subscribe, so you can continue to receive these, what I hope are valuable shares to you in your journey. And I always welcome any comments. If you feel anybody in your circle, your family or friends, might also enjoy this mindset, really I talked about mindset mostly today, then I'd love if you could share it with your circle as well. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I wish you a wonderful rest of your day and week ahead. And until the next video, thank you so much. Virtual fist pump.